Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, 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 all of you here and now, right now, this minute. This is your divine inspiration message for today. Right, so we are in a angel numerology number 5 today. Changes are coming. That's what 5 means. If you're seeing 555 as amplified, so get ready. Call on the tarot card of the Tower, or in other words, awakening. Use Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, and the power of Neptune if you want to. An advanced message that this is adventurous energy. Change doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, something's going to happen, we're going to crash. No, no, no. It's the energy of dynamic, spiritual, and sensual changes. It's a time to invoke endless curiosity and to be your own visionary today. Look at things in a brand new way. Shed new light on every situation you've got going on. Think about new people coming. Think about new opportunities coming. Think about anything that may have seemed mundane, boring, like I am sick to death of this. And that is your cataclysmic doorway to changes. Now, along with that, we have our god Thoth. Now, Thoth was known to lead the Atlanteans from into a loving way of being. He was known as being firm, known as being fair. However, spiritual people, when we want to lead other people towards spirituality, they may not want to go. Many of them don't really want to obey spiritual laws, as we see right now going on. The greed, the gluttony, the people being unkind, being rude. So, there's an ending to all of that rudeness, gluttony, greed, unkindness, people not being nice to other people. That's ending. So now we're seeing the powers of heaven and earth coming together and uniting, putting the power of creation into our hands. So whatever you're setting out to do, whatever you've got on your mind, whatever it is you want, and I'm not confusing this with a new career, new work, that could be possible. But all the lessons that you've learned up to this point give you a better understanding of what will be best for your highest good and brings you the truth to what you're supposed to do. You're a magical being who discovered magical things that are happening. Believe that you've got this. Now, my Happier Me card is I am doing my best. And that is enough. If you know in your heart of hearts that the truth is that you're doing your absolute best and the best you can do, that's been my motto for about a month. We can grow only by accepting our current limitations. Time will bring new skills, but also new limitations. Each time we will do our best with what we have. Now, I love that, and I did shuffle them all. Well, this one I pulled on Sunday. I did shuffle these up, and I love how these just come together. So what do we do with this? Well, we've got Thoth, who was talking about teaching us, awakening our inner spirit, bringing heaven and earth together, pushing us into the vortex so we can create this magical world that we're about to enter into. What can we do if we're trying our best and it seems a little tough? Well, let's face it, Mother Earth is trying her best to grow, to get people to move forward by shifting and shaping the planet. Literally, storms, water, fire, air, wind, just moving things around like we wouldn't believe. And yet there are some who aren't willing to stop what they're doing. Well, that's what we're talking about when we say divine magic. It's already here. It's been happening. Some of you might be a little bit put off by this artificial intelligence. We'll shift it quickly because it's here to stay. But what I will say, divine intelligence created artificial intelligence. There are always going to be contrasts. That's what the vortex is about. You have the power within you to sort out the difference between what is right for you and what isn't going to work for you, what is not going to work for you. Everything else, the fears, the oh my gosh, all the negative thinking, all of that is ego. Ego serves to keep you in the mundane. Ego serves to keep you in fear. Ego serves to keep you behind the line so you can be controlled. You can be pushed. You can be shoved. That's got to stop. Let's get to, oh, I see Beatrice, and she has got her robes on. Beatrice, you look like well, let's get to these first. Angels and Auras, that's our Oracle deck this week. I love this deck. At first, I wasn't really sure about it. At first, I was like, I don't really know where this fits. But I have been that way with new decks that I put my hands on. I think a couple of weeks ago, I got Gordon Smith's Spirit Healing deck. Wasn't sure what to do with that. And then I just sit with them, sit with the images. You know, I turn them over, but excuse me, I digress. Oh, let me get to my isms. Aim high, even if you miss. Give it a go. Doesn't matter what that looks like. Just give it a go. I am open and receptive to allowing all the good and abundance in the universe. You have to be open and receptive to it. I am allowing it. You got to allow it. You got to allow it to come in. You can't be like, I don't deserve it. That's not allowing it. That's putting up a blinder. And I'm on the way to another wonderful experience. You are always on the way to wonderful experiences. And even when you have the experience of this isn't working for me and I don't think I want to continue with this and walk away, that's a wonderful experience. It's an epiphany. The angels are clapping their hands and singing, jumping up and down, saying, you know what, you did it. You got there. Right. Beatrice, what are you doing? She's digging. Oh, what are you digging? She's got dirt and she's digging. What are you digging? Hang on. So we have Beatrice in her robes looking out and seeing what she can create. And Gertrude is digging a new foundation. So she's basically saying, what are you saying? Sometimes you have to clear out the weeds. Oh, she is pulling weeds. That's what she's doing. Pull out the weeds of your mind, pull out the weeds of your soul, pull out the weeds of your life. They are going to strangle you. Oh, you have to be okay. Whenever we let our gardens get ready for winter, we have to pull out all the old dead stuff because it's served its purpose. It did what it did for that year. It's interesting. All right, let me get a card. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, stop. Okay. Let me pick it off the top. Well, this was upside down, so I want to read it that way. This is a deck that Radley put out there that you can read in the reverse. And it doesn't mean like most traditional tarot. I even actually have a Thoth deck. Was one of the first decks I was ever given. And my teacher, Jessica, said, you know, you are highly intuitive, you are highly magical, but you don't know the first thing about these cards. So I didn't take it as an insult. I took it as an opportunity to learn. Let's see. Stagnant, boredom, scarcity, and stuck. That's where you may feel like you are. Stagnant, bored, scarce, and stuck. You've got this mindset that you are sitting as an island on your own where nobody's wanting to come play with you. You've lost your friends, you've lost your buddies, you don't really know what to do. So we're going to turn this up the other way because this is where the message works to tell you what do I need to do and where do I need to go, and we're going to turn it around. It's a career transition. Now, this is a big wake-up call for me. We've got our lady here who has got her business suit on. And no accident. We see a lot of these people recently, men and women in business suits, writing down, analyzing, getting into their spreadsheets, finding new ways to do things. But what they are not doing is going in and growing inward with the divine soul purpose. And you see the angels, they're looking towards heaven. They're looking towards spirituality. They're looking inward to make those career transitions. And so we see this business person who probably would look at tarot and look at oracles and look at astrology and look at anything like that and be, well, I don't quite get it, so they don't really work with it. This is where we are. Stagnant, bored, stuck in scarcity, stuck in lack, just stuck. Aim high. Be open and receptive to allowing the good and abundance the universe has for you. And be on the way to some wonderful experience. And use this magic. Use the magic of divine magic. These wands. I picked this up at now this is not, it looks like a stone, but it's not a stone. It's resin. It's been painted black. Picked that up at a store. I actually bought that thing as a gift for somebody else. And then they didn't pick it up. They didn't want it. Or they didn't, I don't know what, they just left it. So I took it. What do I say about this in closing? 11:11. Okay. I just don't have anything else to add to it other than understanding you, me, us together as this spiritual little family. We're no longer students. We have to start teaching. I'm being guided to let you know, get into some automated writing. Just get a notepad and write your inner thoughts, your inner feelings. Maybe you write a letter to something, a guide, a God, yourself, your inner self, your higher self, your inner child, that note. I usually start something like that with, thank you for revealing to me what I need to know. And then go. Thank you, thank you. It's always thank you. It's always thank you for everything. Blessings, love. And I have noticed this year, and I'm sure you can all, I've heard from some of you, and I'm thinking about what you've shared with me, the changes and how we have navigated them. They've not been easy. They certainly haven't been pleasant, some of them. You know, many of you have used in your emojis butterflies. Well, it's interesting that when the caterpillar crawls into the chrysalis, it doesn't like the energy and the DNA of the butterfly that's trying to emerge. In fact, the caterpillar that goes into this chrysalis state would actually like to feed on the butterfly, but I guess it would be DNA, the natural whatever this is that we need to grow. The butterfly has to expand, has to grow, has to actually overcome that energy of the caterpillar, because they're so very different, in order to get where it needs to go where it needs to grow. This leads me to a segue into Friday night, 6:30 Eastern, on my Zoom channel. You go to my website, www.kevincross.com/upcoming-events. That's a lot. I tried to type out the link and I'm like, this is a lot. Just go to the website, look at events, and you'll find it. Tomorrow, the 9th of, the 9th of August, 6:30. Sign up, buy the tickets. We're going to do some growth. I got some channeled information about how the guided meditation is going to go, and I felt different. It is different. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be pulling a card for you. You don't necessarily have to be part of the woo-woo land. You can share this with anyone you want to share it with. But growth is what we are all about. And we're going to look at what stops us committing to it and what allows us to open the door to it. All right, my friends, big love. Thanks so much for tuning in. liking, subscribing, and all that jazz. Bye for now. Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Here's a QR code if you decide you'd like to get a private personal reading with me. I'm available most evenings and on the weekends. Just go over to the website, book in what session, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then fill in the contact information, and I'll be back in touch. And if you feel kind enough, here is a link to my donation button. Energy exchange of any amount is always gratefully received. Until next time, be well, be blessed, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.